Thank you for tuning in. This is the Love Below with your girl Sunshine B in the building. Who else do I have in here?
Lady Moxie.
Miss Phil from the crib. Shell Shocker.
Who I still say so? Miss Tell from the what?
That's my Instagram
Lady
name.
Tell
Look,
from the
y'all
crib.
told me to come up with a name in 5 minutes. That's how I think of.
That's okay, mine's mine. Everything name. Instagram, Facebook, everybody.
Yep.
Alright, so today we're talking about our media produced Justice Fighter. We're first going to talk about the rally that happened, and the march that happened about Trayvon Martin in Statesboro, and that's why we have our two lovely guests here, and they're going to basically explain, what happened and where y'all actually marched to, because I was in Atlanta and I just happened to see it. The pictures, so I don't know where y'all went to. So, y'all want to give us a little bit of details and basically how you felt during the march? Were there any obstacles that, almost killed the march? I heard a few stories.
So really what it came out of is that there was a group of us, after the acquittal of George Zimmerman, that said we need to do something. We didn't know what to do, but we wanted to do something. So we had a meeting on campus at the Rotunda, and then someone threw out the idea of participating in Al Sharpton's 100 City Rally for Justice around Trayvon Martin. So we said, okay, let's just do something like that here locally. Not having any idea how much putting something like that together entails, we just said, let's just do it. So we planned on just going up to the courthouse and rallying up there and walking on the sidewalk. Thought it would be that simple. Someone suggested the next day that maybe we should talk to the police and give them a heads up that we'll be doing that. That led to having to get multiple permits and running those permits around various places throughout the city, dealing with unique personality types. It was an interesting process.
So it's not as easy as just going out, everybody go walk on the sidewalk?
Oh, no, definitely not, because if you have more than 50 people walking on the sidewalk, then you have to get a permit. That's what they call a parade.
Don't know about.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised, but I had a spur of the moment meeting with the major of the police here and the police captain and the sergeant and all those kind of things, wanting to know what are you young group of students trying to do on this Saturday. But either way, the event on Saturday went out without a hitch, for the most part. It went really well. I think we had upwards to about 150, 175 people out there.
Okay.
So we had ministers, student organizations, fraternities and sororities, some of the local businesses supported the event. It went really well. And at the rally, so we started at Elsom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we marched on the sidewalk and the street up to the courthouse. And at the courthouse, we had speakers such as Minister Jane Page, Dr. Francis Johnson, Jonathan McCullough. We've had poems featured by some students on campus, as well as a couple of singing performances, someone sang. And am I leaving anything else?
Yeah.
It was raining.
Yeah.
And we had a lot of people out despite the rain. And I think one of the speakers even brought up how people should he told people to take your umbrellas down. He was like, because it's raining right now, just like it could have been raining when Trayvon was killed. So just put yourself in that mindset. So it was really moving. It was a great event.
Also, I think it was definitely impactful with the community. They got to see us put this together in a short amount of time, and the student organizations, a lot of people came up to us afterwards and said, I feel so good, and I feel like I really did something. Although we are miles away from Stanford, Florida, or Miami, wherever people are protesting, we're in little old Statesboro. And people feel like they can't do anything, so it felt really good, especially for me to see all of us get together in Statesboro, although we don't call this place home, but we reside here a lot of times, and then really captivating people from the community, people from local businesses, like she said, just people who heard about it or saw it on Facebook and had no clue who we were or what we were doing, but they said that they were going to be there. We had guys passing out signs to everyone that he made at his home. We had little kids marching, people with hoods and all kind of stuff. So it was very, very, very impactful for me to be able to see everyone come together in such a short amount of time and really do something. Like we put together a whole show and had a whole speech and challenged some people to take some things away from the march, so it won't die or it won't just be media produced. Let's jump on it. Let's do something. So what can we do from that day forward to impact our community?
Exactly, because we wanted the rally and the march to be a catalyst for action. For whatever reason you got involved with this case or any other case, even in spur of the moment, the point is we wanted you to be able to do something and leave the rally saying, I feel empowered to do something. I think, like Drea said, a lot of students came to us and was like, you know, now I want to do this. This actually happened. What can I do? And so they feel empowered, and that's everything for me.
That's good, because sometimes you need that voice, that little push, because we sit at home and we watching, like, I want to do something.
Yeah.
What can I do? Like, you know, can I write a letter? Can I call somebody? So I thought it was a really good idea. And yes, it was all over my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook. So y'all definitely got it onto the media. And I think that that was a great thing to help people understand that, you know, there is something for you to do, and there's different ways for you, you know, you can go about doing it. Yeah, you faced a few obstacles, but because y'all pushed forward, y'all were able to help change people's mindset, you know, get them to get more active. Just like with the whole voting thing, you can't complain about something if you don't do nothing about it.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, we even discussed that. I know Dr. Francis Johnson talked about that and how the jury selection went, and nobody really understands jury selection and how that works. So they kind of broke it down saying that you cannot serve on a jury if you're not registered to vote. So that's why you need to encourage your fellow community members, whoever they are, whatever they look like, to register to vote, so we can be sitting on those juries, so we can have a say-so in what happens at the end of the day as much as we can. And so that's something that you bring up, which is very important for everybody. Make sure you register to vote, get your friends registered. Even if you live in Atlanta and you want to vote for Atlanta, it doesn't matter where you vote. You live here most of the time, you might want to change it to Statesboro just for the meantime, because you will be benefiting from those people that you vote from for this local area. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Definitely be affected by those people.
I'm curious though, what stories did you hear?
I heard something about that, y'all were stopped by the cops. But y'all kept on marching, so that's all that matters.
I mean, for the most part, that's what it was. I mean, the permit that we had that said that we could do a parade said that we have the lawful right to walk in the street. But with that, you have to have police escort. And so with us having the march, organizing in 3 days, you're supposed to have, the application is supposed to be submitted, I'm putting it in quotations for people to see. It's supposed to be submitted within 20 days. So that they have enough time to get you police escorts to block off intersections and that kind of thing. Well, with 2 days' notice, they said they couldn't do that. I'm not sure if it was a couldn't or wouldn't, but they said they couldn't. And so when we got, you know, we're rallying up on Saturday, we're loading up and ready to march, the decision was made to march in the street. And we're gonna do it.
Whether, you know, cops come or not.
And so they didn't come on the way there. We had a good rally. We had a lot of chanting on the way there, but on the way back, some people saw us walking, and a lot of cops came.
Yeah,
not one.
Like 7 to 10.
They came and they were cutting off the road, but you know, people stood their ground. And I was personally, I was like, I don't want Michelle to get in trouble. Her name is on the permit. I'm telling people to get out the road.
Yeah, I got a warning from the police.
Yeah. We're not getting off the road, and people, community members stood up and said we're not moving. And so it was just beautiful to see. Like, stand up for your rights. They pay their taxes here. We can walk down the street. You don't have to come and almost hit someone with your car.
I was gonna say, the Statesboro Police is usually very helpful with stuff like that. Like, I'm a member of SASE, Sexual Assault Student Educators, and we do Take Back the Night every year, and we march around Rudy's and Retrievers and all that, and they like follow and make sure we make it through.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it could have been, you know, I hate to give people the benefit of the doubt when they don't deserve it. But just to put it out there, it could have been that it was in 3 days and they didn't have time to get the staffing and things like that. So I'd be understandable of that. But it seemed more oppositional on Saturday than helpful, to be honest. So
I mean, people die and they get buried within 3 days, and they have a police escort.
that's true.
I just don't understand it, but again, you know, we did it anyway.
And it went really well. We didn't want to put any kind of negative spin on anything, you know. I got a minor warning, you know.
It's a minor.
Yeah.
Why did you get arrested?
Yeah, I mean.
You got arrested, then we might have a
Oh,
problem.
that would have been crazy. I would have called them from jail. Yeah.
Hey, mama, you get arrested for, well, see, I wasn't
I
marching in the street. They was marching in the street, mama.
I was on the sidewalk.
They were taking their ground affected me.
Exactly.
But no, it went really well.
And that, you know, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Of course, there are always going to be obstacles, but I was really happy and proud to see that y'all were able to get it in such a short notice and to get it done. And to basically, y'all had already answered my question about what inspired you to want to do something. and taking the stand of like, okay, I'm about to do something now.
Right.
I want to do something. I'm about to go do something. And I applaud y'all for that, because, you know, a great number of people just, they want, but they don't take that next step. They're almost about to.
Mhm.
So we're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back, we're gonna break down a few cases, and then we're gonna get everybody's opinion on it. This is the Local Law.